Character class tables. The information on these tables is discussed further in the following section on character classes. The tables below give the official name of each level in each character class or profession, and the experience points necessary for a character to rise to the next level of experience. The charts also give the type and number of dice used to determine the hit points for each class. Special tables are also given, listing the chances for a cleric to turn undead and a thief's special abilities. The charts are arranged in alphabetical order by class. Clerics, level 1, a Coilite, experience points 0, hit dice 1d6, spells none. Level 2, Adept, 1500 experience points, 2d6, 1 first level spell. Level 3 for a cleric, priest or priestess, 3000 experience points, hit dice 3d6, spells 2 first level spells. Clerics versus undead. Clerics level 1, you roll 7 on a d20. And you can make the skeletons go away. For zombies, it's 9. Ghouls, it's 11. Wights, no effect. And wraths, no effect. Cleric level 2. Skeletons are automatically turned. Zombies, you roll 7. Ghouls, 9. Wights, 11. And wraths, no effect. Cleric level 3. Can turn skeletons and zombies automatically. Ghouls 7, wights 9, wraths 11. T means that the cleric automatically turns the undead. A number is the roll needed on 2d6 to turn. Oh, not a d20. A complete explanation of turning undead is given in the class description of clerics. Page B9. Dwarves. Level 1, Dwarven Veteran, experience point 0, hit dice 1d8, spells none. Level 2 is a Dwarven Warrior, he needs 2200 points, hit dice 2d8. So, at second level, you could literally have 2 hit points. Level 3, Dwarven Swordmaster. Experience points 4400, 3d8, spells none. Of course, all this stuff is just made up. Elves, level 1, Veteran Medium. Hit dice 1d6, spells 1 first level. 2, Warrior Seer. You need 4000 experience points to get to there. Hit dice 2d6, spells 2 first level. Level 3, Swordmaster Conjurer, 8,000 experience points, hit dice 3d6, spells 2 first level and 1 second level spell. Fighters, level 1, 2, 3, Veteran Warrior Swordsmaster, experience point 0, 2,000, 4,000, hit dice 8, hit dice 1, 2, and 3d8, and no spells for fighters. Halflings. Veteran Warrior Swordmaster. 0, 2,000, 4,000, 3d6, no spells. Magic users. Medium Seer Conjurer. Experience point 0, 2,500, and 5,000, hit dice 1d4, 2d4, 3d4, spells. 1 first level, second level you get 2 first level spells. Then at third level you get 2 first level plus 1 second level spell. Alright. See, back up to the page. Thieves. Apprentice, Footpad, and Robber. Hit dice is 1d4. You need 1,200 experience points for second level, 2,400 for third level. No spells. Thieves' abilities. Have to read all this. Well, his abilities are open locks, find or remove traps, pickpockets, move silently, climb sheer surfaces, hide in shadows, hear noise. Percentages represent the thief's chance for success. If the given number or less is rolled on a D percentile, the thief is successful. The hear noise category, they spelled it category, is determined using a D6. Each ability is explained hereafter. I guess they were in a hurry to publish this so they could make money. Open locks may only be tried once per lock. The thief may not try again on a difficult lock until he or she has gained another level of experience. Find or remove traps. I'm laughing because there's different rules on open locks and other editions. Find or remove traps is a double ability. The thief has the listed chance of finding a trap if there is one, and the same chance if the trap is found of removing it. Either attempt may only be tried once per trap. And I like it when they're called thieves and not rogues. I think some politically correct reason changed this class into a rogue. It's ridiculous. What are they going to change the Hobbit from a thief to a rogue? It's basically what they're saying. It's BS. Pickpockets may be risky. If the DM rolls a number greater than twice the chance of success, the thief's attempt is seen. The DM should determine the reaction of any NPC who sees the thief's failed attempt. Example, a first-level thief was seen picking a pocket of an NPC party member. The DM rolled a 41 on percentage dice. Rolling 2d6 to determine the reaction of the victim. The result is a 4, and the DM decides that the NPC will attack the thief. Move silently will always seem successful to the thief. However, the DM will know, based on the percentage roll, whether the thief's movement is actually heard by nearby enemies and should have them take action if necessary. Climb steep surfaces. When failed, will result in a fall. The thief will take 1d6 points of damage for each 10 feet fallen. This roll should only be made once per 100 feet of climb attempted. If failed, the fall will be from halfway up the surface. Hide in shadows. I laugh again because who can really climb a steep surface? Who can do that? I don't know. It's a little ridiculous. Unless there's jettings out from the wall that the thief can climb. If he's got a lot of equipment, it's going to be really hard. Hide in shadows cannot be done unless the thief remains perfectly still, not moving or attacking. As with move silently above, the thief always thinks that he or she is successful in the attempt, but might not be. Only the DM knows for sure. Some of these abilities, they just want to give the thief something to do. Hear noise, rolled on 1d6, may apply to listening at doors or hearing something coming from any direction, such as a wandering monster. To use this ability, the thief must tell the DM that he or she is being quiet and trying to hear a noise. During a battle, however, there is too much noise for anyone to hear anything unusual. And you would think that an elf would be able to hear better than a human. Character classes. Most D&D characters will be humans. A human may be a cleric, fighter, magic user, or thief. Humans are the most widespread of all races. The human traits of curiosity, courage, and resourcefulness have helped them to adapt, survive, and prosper everywhere they have gone. Kind of contradicts earlier rules. You can be anything you want in D&D. Pretty much. Just have it be like EverQuest. If you want to be like a cat warrior, why not? Some players may wish to have demi-human characters, elves, dwarves, or halflings. Each type of demi-human is a class in itself. The demi-human races are cousin species to humans. Each character class is further explained hereafter. Yeah, in D&D, the rules are meant to be changed and modified to however you want it to be. Doesn't matter. Clerics. Clerics are humans who have dedicated themselves to the service of a god or goddess. I laugh again because they changed the basic rules where gets so complicated. There's no gods. There's immortals. Player characters who have become gods. But I like the pantheon of gods in advanced D&D, where you have Zeus or Thor, or any god you want to worship, even Cthulhu. They are trained in fighting and casting spells. As a cleric advances in level, he or she is granted the use of more and more spells. However, clerics do not receive any spells until they reach second level, bummer, and have proven their devotion to their god or goddess. A list of clerical spells and their explanations is given in Part 3, Spells. The prime requisite for clerics is wisdom. A wisdom score of 13 or greater will give the cleric a bonus on earned experience points. Restrictions. Clerics use 6-sided dice, d6, to determine their hit points. They may wear any armor and may use shields. Clerics are forbidden by their religious codes from using edged weapons, such as swords and arrows. That's a little ridiculous. A cleric may only use a weapon without an edge, such as a mace or sling, because you don't want a cleric cutting into somebody's skin, even if it's an orc or goblin. That's ridiculous. Special abilities. Clerics are very helpful. Yeah, you can bash their head in with a mace, but you can't cut into their heart. I don't know about that. Special abilities. Clerics are very helpful when undead monsters, such as skeletons, zombies, and ghouls, are encountered. When a cleric encounters an undead monster, the cleric may attempt to scare the monster instead of fighting it. If a cleric turns an undead monster, the monster will not touch the cleric and will flee from the area if it can. When a cleric attempts to turn one or more of the undead, consult the Clerics versus Undead table, page B8. Cross-index the cleric's level with the type of undead encountered. The result will be no effect, a number, or a T. No effect means that the cleric cannot turn that type of undead monster. The cleric has not yet gained enough experience to do so. A number means that the cleric has a chance of turning some or all of the undead monsters. If the player rolls a given number or greater on 2d6, then some of the undead monsters are turned. If the cleric rolls less than the given number, the attempt to turn the undead monster fails, as in no effect. A T means that the cleric automatically turns some or all of the undead monsters. And remember, all of this stuff is meant to be understood by a 12-year-old. If a cleric is successful at turning some undead monsters, the player must roll 2d6 to find how many hit dice of undead monsters are turned. A successful attempt at turning undead will always affect at least one undead monster, no matter how few hit dice are affected. Example, Father Miles, a 3rd level cleric, meets 5 ghouls, 2 hit dice each, in a tomb. The player finds Father Miles level 3 in the cleric's level column of the Clerics versus Undead table, and then reads across the table to the Ghouls column. According to the chart, he must roll a 7 or greater on 2d6 to turn them. His roll is an 8 and he is successful. He rolls again to see how many monsters he turns. The result of 9 means that 4 ghouls, a total of 8 monsters, a total of 8 hit dice worth, are turned away. Extra hit dice have no effect. After the remaining ghoul is slain, 6 skeletons attack from another direction. According to the chart, Father Miles automatically turns them. He rolls a 5 on 2d6, and since the skeletons have 1 hit dice each, all but 1 turn and run away. Okay, so in the next video I'll read about dwarves.